What's up guys, Presley Yong here, back for another video. And of course, sorry for all those big, I didn't upload within 2 weeks or 1 week, but because Apple didn't release any beta updates, that's why I cannot upload any kind of video right now. And of course, I will try to make something new content on my tech channel, and also sometimes I might going to do it my game channel as well. But today we're going to focus on iOS 15 public beta. The update actually is written there public beta 2, but I'm going to talk about its public beta because most YouTubers, they put the title is public beta, which makes sense. If Apple release public beta 3, let's say put 3, then I'll put my title public beta 3. Yeah. Now the first thing is first, every time and when you update it from the beta, I usually don't recommend anyone to install any beta, but when it comes to public beta, you can install on your main device. You should not install developer beta because that's more onto the developers. As if you only install developer beta on your secondary account. Private beta you can use your main account. It's alright to use it, and because this my Apple has a feedback, you can actually report to Apple if there's any issue on this iOS 15 public beta. Or of course I install on the 12 Pro Max because that's the only device that's very support the iOS 15 and has more features compared to the older iPhones like 6S, 6S Plus, 7 or 7 Plus. Now, if we talk about iPhone 12 Pro Max, those most features, I believe the iPhone 10, 10s and 11 will have the same features as well, since they have all the same screen size like 5.8, 6.1, 6.7, and of course the feature they mostly push on those devices as well. Now, of course, I also do a video on how to install iOS 15 public beta in the next video, and we're going to talk about what's new on iOS 15 public beta 1. So let's get into the video now. Okay, so we got my phone right in front of me. So the first thing in the new feature is that when you actually tap here, you just say hello, which is actually the new version. When you actually say in Apple on iOS 15 public beta 1, we can scroll up. You ask me for my passcode, so give me a sec. Okay, so move on is complete software update because just update the Apple ID. So just give me a sec, let me go to change everything. The settings, so usually when you turn on, it's just showing like this, and you'll ask you standard, I will just say standard, recommend, and you just swipe out. So of course the first thing in everything, let me just turn on do not disturb so that we won't get any disturb anything. So of course the new features are not Apple Watch. iPhone can unlock the watch when your face is covered for Siri requests. So that's new feature. So since the iOS 15 public beta on new feature, so this one new prompt, unlock Apple Watch when you unlock Siri. Of course when you scroll down, you're going to see the new notification center. So this is actually the new things about it. You can see it's all rectangle and squarish color. It's new feature notification center. You can see the maps icon has changed, so you can see the maps also changed as well. Now, everyone will always want to see my build number. So the build number, if you go to settings, you go to general, you go to about, you can see iOS 15 right here. Just tap here. It's 19A5281J. So I think there will be at least 10 betas before they send to the release candidate. The first thing I realized is that you can see that the portrait, if you actually go back, you can see it actually squeezed into small areas compared to iOS 14. They actually expands everything out, which is kind of new. Obviously the multitask is always the same, and of course we're now 56%. Now in the control center, you can see there's a new feature called do not disturb. When you actually enter, you can say find focus of the day. You can choose personal, sleep, or work, get out. Now I actually turn on do not disturb so that you prevent any notification enter the phone. So if we actually go to settings, and instead of do not disturb, is now shown as focus. We actually go in, you can choose that you can set your personal, don't miss out or share any when you wait. You can actually talk about people who can notification on your personal preference, or you can set up for your work, so you don't want people to actually make phone calls or anything, or do not disturb is the default option. I would rather just choose do not disturb because it's easiest to use it. And that's one. If you go to privacy, I think the update's not available right now. Now, of course, tracking, just turn it off, don't let other apps enter in case. Okay, so the next features, of course, we have to go to wallpaper. There will be the new wallpaper. Yes, that's the new wallpaper. Obviously, I will turn off persuasive tone because that's draining battery. You got to click set and then set both. There will be the new wallpaper for the upcoming iPhone 13s or iPhone 2021. And yeah, obviously, if you have any bugs, please go to the feedback app and talk about the issue that you are facing at. Right now, the weather and the camera, you can see the camera is a bit different. The design is a bit different. iOS 14, iOS 15 is completely different. Now, if you want to talk about the size of the iOS Pirate, you want to install a Pirate Beta, we go to photos, let me check. It's around 5.3 gigabytes, but depends what device you're using. You can see it's fitting the iOS 15 Pirate Beta 2 instead of Pirate Beta. So I'll just put my video Pirate Beta, but the next video is say Pirate Beta 3, I just write Pirate Beta 3. Now, the next one is talk about FaceTime. Now, when you talk about FaceTime, you can actually create a link. So when you see the word create a link, what it tends to mean is that you can actually create a link sent to the Android. Now, Android can use FaceTime on it. However, Android, you only can connect using the link when you actually access to the device. And if you want to be the host of the FaceTime, you have to own an iPhone in order to be the host of the FaceTime. And of course, when you focus on podcasts, many people talk about the podcast. You can see this new podcast welcome screen. Welcome to Apple Podcast, our podcast channel, discovering all new show. So I can proceed everything. Everything looks the same on what it has on iOS 15. So you can see there's a new location service icon right here. So this is actually the new feature. So anything what you see will just appear here. Now, of course, in notification center, you can see there's do not disturb right here. Or you can see this upcoming or you do not disturb. This here's the features that actually appears on the iPhone. Now, of course, the next one is the camera. If you use the camera and then when you tap on something, you can actually click text, or you want to translate the text, or you want to copy and paste the text when you take a picture of something. So that's one good feature on iOS 15. Now, many people say they're disappointed with iOS 15 because there's no new control center design. There's no home screen redesign, which is, I understand and about it, but because there's reason, because when Apple actually supports 6S and 6S Plus, it makes sense that Apple wants us to support their device one more year before they end support 6S. So I think what Apple's trying to do is that Apple wants to make 6S support one more year before they end it and put the new features on the iPhone 7 and above. So I think it makes sense because all they want to make the competition against Android, say that if we have better software update, we can give in 60-year software update to the 6S. So for what I know, if Apple does that, I think Trouble Max came iOS 14, 6 years it may end in iOS 20. So not iOS 19, you end in iOS 20. So that's a good thing that Apple do about it. So yeah, that's about iOS 15 Pirate Beta 1. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on notification bell. I'll see you in the next video.